Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. I am back with a show I used to love to review and I fell off because life got busy. But I told y'all I'm going to start posting more content, doing my reviews, my regular shows, and putting up premieres. So here we are today, okay? Look, Love at the Lockup is a a crazy show that is fun to review because you can't take these people serious, okay? Even though they birth babies, get married, get arrested, there are just certain things you just can't really be like, oh, do not feel so bad. I don't feel bad for nobody. Okay. This is season 6, episode. I'm doing episodes 11 and 12. I have to still watch episode 13. So I'm gonna give y'all episode 13 and 14 on Monday. Okay. Because episode 14 come on Friday. Anyway, look, y'all do a couple of things for me, okay? Make sure that you already like the video and subscribe, okay? Please and thank you. There's other content up. I did Love American Huntsville the other day. Was live on Thursday, and I'm gonna probably be live today because it's Tuesday and whatnot. So come on around later on to see what I am going to discuss. Okay. Now this season is a bunch of foolishness. It's sister wives, it's prison addicts, okay, it's delusional wives, on weddings they can't afford, it's bad weaves. Okay, naked people in back of limousines doing things that I don't want that limousine. It's dirty now. Okay, it's just all kinds of stuff. Okay, but I am here to talk to y'all real fast. Okay, now look, how y'all doing? Hello and all that stuff. But y'all, let's go ahead and get to the people here. Okay, now look, I remember Will and Courtney from I think maybe 2 seasons ago because at first she was still locked up. Okay, but now she's free. Now she been free for about 6 or so weeks and whatnot. And I said, Will, you was a fool to marry her. Okay, because Will is 34, Courtney is 25. Okay, he's a IT specialist, and she is unemployed. Okay, identity theft kind of sore. Okay, prisoner of all days and all ways, Monday through Sunday. Okay, and they met for the first time the day she got out of prison. Now, they were dating, messing around while she was in prison. He met her on like a prisoner website and whatnot. I don't. How do you just? How do you even find a prison dating website? Okay, how far on the internet database do you get to where it say, hey, you've been on was it you got Bumbles, you got Tinders, you got I don't know, I don't be on the websites, but you can do all the other websites for free folk. And then do you trip and fall into prisoner, pen pal, boyfriend, girlfriend, this? I don't want to go there. Okay, I don't want to go there. I don't. I know my husband is not in prison. Okay, my husband's somewhere free right now, drinking a beer, watching King of the Hill. Okay, and wanting a little ice water. Okay, he ain't in prison not today, not ever. Anyway, but yeah, Will and Courtney, now they again met the first day she got out of prison. They met in person, I mean, okay. And then 2 days after they met, when she got out of prison, they got married. Okay, and now it's been 6 weeks. And he's concerned. Why? Oh, I don't know where she at. Oh Lord, where is my wife at? Now he lives in Sacramento, California. She is in Portland, Oregon, because again, they were prison pen pals. Okay, in the prison pen pal system, you can't move states until it's approved, and I think that's why he married her because she couldn't move with him if they wasn't husband and wife. Okay, now I know he looked goofy and she looked like she's been to prison. Okay. But again, he's a fool for marrying her. So again, 6 weeks out of prison, her phone is missing. Her phone is in the ocean somewhere with Jacques Cousteau. She's not talking to him. He don't know where she at. The mama called. The mama don't know either. I done spent thousands and thousands of dollars on her. I spent all this money on her. And where is she at? She's MIA because she's a stranger. Okay, I can't believe the stranger I married 2 days out of prison had disappeared while we live in different states. Okay, I live in California, she's in Oregon. Okay, you can't keep tabs on a wife you don't know. Okay, now he's complaining to his friend. I spent all this money on her, clothes, songs, prison food, oodle noodles, weave, lipstick, shoes, and now the stranger, my stranger wife, is MIA. I don't know where she's at. Okay, I hope she ain't hurt somewhere. The friend said, but hopefully she got back in jail or on them drugs or with some sugar daddies. I said, she had a sugar daddy? Anyway, Will then gets a call because what? Courtney is back in jail. Yep. His 2 day prison wife, who he's been married to for 6 weeks, is back in the prison, back in the jail. Why? Because she's breaking rules. And she was still out there in Oregon, and she was supposed to be in a halfway house. Okay, you can't have drugs in the halfway house. What did she have? Courtney had drugs. She had GHB. I don't know what GHB is. I don't do drugs. I only know weed, and I don't even really know that. Okay. But she got caught with GHB in the halfway house. Okay. And the police then said, girl, come with us. You can't be free anymore. Okay. And she's like, oh my God, well, I was arrested. I had drugs in the room, and they came and searched. They did a search of the whole house, bill addicts, and they found the GHB, and now I'm back in jail. Yeah, I'm back. He like, what? He's upset. He's pissed. Why? What you mean? Oh, well, you just, I didn't know. You didn't know having drugs on you would get you back and locked up. They won't let you out. Okay, I didn't know. Will, can you come get me? He's like, what the fuck is wrong? This has been the worst 6 weeks ever. Okay, you in that state, I'm in this state, and now you are back in jail, back in the prison system, and could be in there for 6 more months. I did not sign up to be a prison husband. Yes, you did. When you marry someone fresh out of prison, you have signed up to be a prison something, a prison wife, a prison husband, a prison pen pal, a prison debit card, a prison bank to pay them while they're in there. You absolutely sign up to be a prison husband when you marry a prisoner fresh out of the prison. Okay. Now he said we can be denied for you coming here because you got in trouble again. Okay, we decided because he was trying to get the transfer of her being from Oregon to California. But again, now she's locked up. You may not be able to come here. I don't want to be back around here on these prison jail calls. Okay, you are so irresponsible. No, sir, you are because you married her. She knew she wasn't shit. Okay, she not surprised. You're surprised because you married a convict fresh out of the prison. Okay, and so he's pissed. I don't want to do this, but when you come and get me from prison, he was like, bitch, eat the food and deal with it. Click. He hung up on her. He's upset. You want to why? Because he wants a prison cooch. Okay, now they was doing it when she got out. He probably didn't get it to her since she's out. So he's upset because his prison cooch is gone. Okay. We then see Will where it's been so she was in jail for 2 weeks. So it's 2 weeks later, she can get out. But he has to drive from California, Sacramento, California to Portland, Oregon for her to get, to be with her when she gets out. And as he's driving, he gets a phone call. And the phone call is people saying, hey, you applied for the transitional prisoner to prisoner state thing. Yeah, because she got locked up, yeah, we're not approving her. Right now, it's a no. It's an absolute no, sir. So he's upset. Why would I drive to Oregon to get her out of jail? Not because she's getting out, but just be with her. If she is doing shit that gives her like I don't want to do this anymore. And we then see Courtney does get out of jail. Okay. She's like, where the fuck is my husband? Where where's my husband? I say, girl, in California. She get out. It's some other man named Mark. I said, did he send somebody? Did he send an Uber? Will Will never went to Oregon. Will said, girl, you need to be better. Okay, you need to be better, be sober, not on these drugs. Leave me be, bitch. Okay, I can't trust based on your decisions that you've made in this past 2 months of you going back to jail. I can't trust you. Okay, if each time you fuck up, I just pop up and help you, you won't learn. I can no longer enable you. I am upset. You on some bullshit. Okay, you're just bad behavior. Okay, so well, why are you not here? You're my husband. I can't believe. Now she also said her confession. I had a feeling he might not show up. Okay, you can't blame me for going back to jail, bitch. Who can he blame? Who put the GHB in your hand? It wasn't him. He said I wasn't even there. You can't blame me for you getting high and you going back. Who else is there to blame? We then find out the man where yeah, the man who's there isn't someone that Will sent. She called this man. Okay. Courtney called her good old friend Mark. Okay. Mark is someone I've known Mark for years. Okay. And Mark cared about me. He's there for me. Mark is her sugar daddy. Okay, he's a former payer of the puss. Okay, now she said she's never been with him sexually. She never would, but he helps her. You lying. You lying. You know what? He may have never put the tip in, okay? But you touched his tip, okay? You've at least flicked the nipple. Something. Because he is too like invested. Oh, Courtney, it's okay. Forget him. Come on, I got you, Courtney. Let's go. It's okay, baby. It's okay, baby. Girl, that's your sugar daddy, okay? So again, when we'll find out who's that there, Mark, did he help you do this? And did he give you? No, he did not today. He will tomorrow, okay? So again, Will said, look, I'm done. I can't help you, but I can't go back to the halfway house. I have to move, and so I'm going to need some money for rent. Can you send some rent money? He said no. Ask Mark for it. Okay. I'm not paying you money for you getting fresh out of prison. I'm not rewarding you for bad behavior. Okay. And again, he like, I'm done. Mark like, oh, it's okay, Courtney. Come on, let's go. Now, on the way to the halfway house, she's complaining to Mark about Will. He's a bad husband. Every time I fuck up, he gets mad at me. You think? And then Mark, like, that's a bad husband. He can't be upset with you if you mess up. He's supposed to prop you up. And girl, you fuck that man. Because she is so irresponsible. And Will is right to feel like I can't keep helping you because it's not helping you. I'm enabling you. So I'm not gonna be, oh, it's okay, baby. I don't care that you was getting high with the GHB. It's okay that you called another man to be there for you, even though you thought I would be there. Okay? Bullshit. And Mark said, it's so many men who would love to be in his place. Me. Meaning I want to be your man. Now I've never been with him. I don't want to be with Mark. He's a good friend, okay? A good friend. But since Will is not going to take care of me, okay, I have to rely on other people like Mark. And at the end of the day, I'm going to do whatever I have to do to survive. And she also said she doesn't like that when she can't, do her own thing, she consistently depends on men to pay for her because she be out there sugar babying. Okay? She out there sugar babying. Anyway, I said, girl, the fuck by. But she's hanging out with Mark now, and Mark gonna pay some bills. She don't fuck Mark. Mark wanna fuck her. Like, no tea, no shade. It was his. Next up, Bianca and Daniel. Now, I don't know why they are still together because she's 24, 31. She's unemployed, but she was in a car accident like a year ago, got banged up real bad. She was with her friend. Her friend was drunk. Her friend crashed and she got hurt in the crash. So she got some kind of settlement that she's living off of. We don't know how much it is, but she ain't working. Okay. Now he's 31. He's a habitual drunk driver. Okay. A habitual drunk driver of burglary, drugs, alcohol, a plethora of bullshit. Okay. He now works as a moving company work. He moves shit from A to B. So at this point, he's been out of prison for like 6 months. Now, when we seen them on the last season of like, I feel like Love during Lockup or whatever, they should not be together. And I don't know how they thought they should stay together because she's childish and he's an alcoholic. Okay? They don't mesh at all. It is a collision course on the road to a tornado that's going to wind up in a tsunami that's going to cause an earthquake. Okay? That is their relationship. Now, again, he's been out 6 months. So he got a car now. He's working. They moved into a new apartment. Okay. Now his car has a breathalyzer on it. A breathalyzer on it, meaning he can drive the car unless he blows in the thing and prove he's not drunk because he is that bad. He's had multiple drunk driving offenses. So he can only drive a car if he can prove while he's driving the car the whole time he's not drunk. Meaning, even while he's driving, he has to blow into the thing. If he drives like a whatever amount of time it is, he has to blow into it to make sure he's not drunk. So he can't drive his car drunk. Okay. So again, they moved and all that stuff and whatnot. She's wearing that cheap ass ring at her, the promise ring and stuff. He also feels as if she spends too much money. He said, she got that settlement money, whatever, but she spends it as if it will last forever and it won't. She might be bad with money, but we don't know how much she got. Let's say she got 100K. Okay, if you spend the money frivolously, you can go through that money because she moved. I think she lived maybe she lived in Florida, and she lived in one state, moved to a different state to him. I think they're now in Arizona. So she spent money even being with him. She moved across the country for this man. Okay. Now he's got like a little workout program that helps with sobriety and whatnot. It helps people be better or whatever. Now she's recently sober because she's a drinker too. But she's recently sober because before she did not want to stop drinking, even though he should not be around anyone who drinks because he's that bad of an alcoholic. But she said, I'm sober now. Okay. I'm in a class 2 or whatever. I want to be better as well. So they should not be a couple. They should not. She need therapy. He need therapy. Jesus needs to part this fence. Um, he says he feels like, since getting with Bianca, I just feel this pressure. I feel like a rush in this relationship because she like, I moved across the country. We should get married, even though they have a horrible, toxic relationship. They don't communicate well. They fight a lot. They both are liars and when one with the other. And I don't get. It's like she thinks if we get married, it'll be great. No, it'll get worse because then he gets half your money anyway. So he like, I don't feel peace. I'm an addict. Okay, I crave chaos and whatnot, and so I've always struggled with my sobriety, and I don't feel like in my life I don't feel that peace. Again, he needs therapy. He needs to be single because all of those things are proof that you should not be in a relationship. Okay, I crave chaos. I'm an addict. I'm not happy. No, no, no. He said, I don't feel at peace. That's what he said. And he struggles with sobriety. Now, he also told us he recently relapsed. Okay. Now, Bianca don't know. Mm-hmm. She don't know that Daniel relapsed. They were fussing and arguing or whatever. He was going to visit his cousin. And at the airport, he had drinks. Okay, he had drinks. He then stayed gone for a week. He probably had more drinks. He's supposedly sober now, but she don't know he got had the drink before and whatnot. Okay, I said, and he had not had a drink in 5 years, but he was in prison, so that doesn't count. Anyway, he said was arguing or whatever, and I needed to drink because again, they are toxic. Okay. But he's at least showing disappointment in his decision to drink. However, lying about it is not going to make it better. Okay. Now, Bianca at the little dress store shopping for a wedding gown for her friend. Okay, not for her. She do try a black wedding dress on when you want to get married in a black girl. Anyway. But again, the friend, like, girl, what's going on with you and Daniel? Okay. Well, I want to marry him still. I want to have kids with him. I want to be happy and whatever. But she like, I know he don't think he ready for marriage or whatever, but I moved across the states. Okay, across the country. He need to marry me. The promise ring ain't gonna hold for long. It has an expiration date. Girl, the fact that you know things aren't good, but you still want to marry him shows you need to be single. Because who wants to be miserable together? I cannot stand being miserable with somebody in the same house, sharing the same space. It's a toxic no for me. Okay, but she still wants to marry him, and he's still with her. I don't know why. Maybe because she pays the bills. Anyway, so at the house, he then realized he had a court date the following day. He did not know. He got an email. Who knows when? He forgot to read the email. It's from a theft charge from when he was shop stealing from Walmart or either Walmart, Walgreens. I don't know the big ones, big stores. Because he's a drug addict, so he was stealing to pay for his habit. So he stole like $700 and stuff. And so he has to not go to court for this theft charge that he didn't know about. And the court is like the following day. So now she's upset because, oh, that's so irresponsible. How did you not know? Like, wow, you're not keeping up there. Like, you can't do that. It's 4 hours away and blah, 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 blah. So she's complaining. Um, and he like, I didn't tell you to for argument. I just told you because I just realized I have to do this tomorrow. So she's aggravated. But again, I mean, does she have a right to be aggravated? I mean, yeah, but again, he's a felon. He's a DUI, drug doing, drinker, thief, burglar. Why are you surprised that he has an old charge that he just forgot about? Because girl, he probably was drunk. So yeah, she has a right to be upset, but what you fussing for? Did you don't leave him? Anyway, so the following day, he also brings up how because he said this why I ain't told her about the drink because she nagged me. No, you haven't told her because you want to. I think in my heart, he wants to drink again. And the longer he keeps it a secret, the more he doesn't have to acknowledge he wants some drink. And look, my thing is this: I have no issue with people drinking. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drug. Don't drink and then get belligerent and do dumb shit that gets you arrested. Drink, laugh, joke, sit down, and go to bed. Okay. So the following day, I got up, got dressed. I'm on the road. I didn't say bye to Bianca or whatever. I just left because I don't feel like being with it. I'm done. And then we see Bianca at the court at the pet store with a friend, and she's venting. Girl, she not happy either. They're not happy, and his head is on his way to court, and hopefully maybe he'll go off. I don't know, but they should break up. A part of me feel like they're not together now, but I don't know. Next up we have Justine and Michael. They give me the feeling. Remember Brittany and Marcelino, the couple who were the child, got together, had kids, was married, but by the we got tired of them because it all felt like they're just here for a check. That's what I get with Justin and Michael. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just part of this feels fake. Like I do think you're married with kids, but something about them don't seem right. Now I see folk calling them scammers on the social medias. Okay, I didn't say that. The people saying that. They're both 37. She's a entrepreneur. She was a nurse. She used to have a full job, child, in the medical field, and she quit when he came home. He is a entrepreneur. He is a moving company manager who was in jail for drugs. Okay, a lot of drugs. Anyway, so they have 9 kids total. He had 4 kids before they got together. She had 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? She met him through his mom. So they had the 7 together. His 4 or 3. They have 2 more kids now because he's been home for 2 years. In the 2 years he's been home, they've had 2 children. Okay. They have one that's 16 months and the other that's 4 months. So yes, right after she had the first baby, she got pregnant again with the second baby. So they have a total of 9 kids together, total. Okay. I said, just, when I said she's delusional because there is no way. Now, when they moved from like Rhode Island, they was either in Rhode Island or Pennsylvania, one or two, but they moved from over there. They now live in Vegas. Okay. And they want us to believe they don't have any money issues. I think that's why folks call him a scammer because how y'all afford life? Okay. Maybe the drug money he had before he went in is still, you know, sprinkled around. I don't know. I don't know. But again, having 9 children and even seeing where she lived when he came home, I just feel like there was not an abundance of money. Okay. And you now have 9 kids. Her oldest daughter's in college. His oldest daughter's about to go to college. They then have it's just expenses. It's 9 children and then 2 adults. Okay. So it's like, what are y'all doing? But his daughter is like, well, I may not go to I may stay local because she know we don't have no money. And when she said, well, don't worry about that, baby, we will find the money. Even if I gotta do OnlyFans, I don't want my parents doing OnlyFans for money. I don't. Okay. So they bring up how his oldest daughter got into a fight at school and whatnot. I guess beat a girl up real bad and whatnot. And he's like, I don't want you doing that. I don't want you going to jail. I don't want you to follow my footsteps. I don't want you having this temper, this anger. And Justine said, well, first of all, she's probably mad at you because you went away for a long time. And so there may be some resentment there because you're going to have this anger issues in general. I'm like, probably so. And plus, your daddy on TV with this lady and all these children. Okay, but he like, I just don't want any of my kids going to jail like I went to jail for no dumbass reasons. Okay, I don't want them to do that. Well, hopefully it does not happen. So Justine wants a wedding. Now they got married while he was in prison, and it was like what Now they had a couple a couple confessions, which I thought was cute. He looked different from when he cut his hair off. That's one. And it's been 2 years. He don't change and whatnot. But again, they were married while he was in prison. So it was a prison wedding. I think only the oldest 2 kids were there, the other kids were not there. And she wants now this big fancy wedding. And she's like, I wanted to cost about like 60,000. Bitch, what? Are you dumb? I feel like unless y'all are pulling in 200 plus a year after taxes, why would you want to spend 60K on a wedding? And when he said, I don't want to have a wedding like on borrowed money, I mean, I don't want to put 60K on a credit card. You know what I'm saying? Because that's called debt. Okay, that's called debt, and we all have a little bit of debt. You know what I'm saying? But I would not want to put 60K worth of debt for a wedding. I would not want when we are already married. And I want a horse and carriage. I want a few dresses. I want at least one dress cost like $5,000. I want an elephant to greet people at the door. For what? Don't elephant be trampling people and they be shitting, moving their trunk all around and why you want an elephant? And I know it's because of whatever. I forgot what she said his family is, and so she wants to follow that tradition. Ain't no elephants around here. Y'all can't afford no elephant. Okay, I want a sword to cut the cake. For what? Swords ain't safe. What is wrong with you? So I'm like, again, she's delusional. So what a 60, and she said that's on the low end. Girl, do you have 60K? Do you have? You can't. That house is too small for y'all to be spending 60K on a wedding. Okay, y'all don't even have enough furniture in their house. Okay, them is old seats in the house. I feel like when you have 9 children who all want to go to college, you should not want to spend $60,000 on a wedding. Okay, your kitchen can't fit the full family up in there. I'm just saying, if she wanted to spend $10,000 on just, I get that. Okay, but 60K, you are stupid and delusional. You're already married. You already have a family. Yes, have a wedding where where everyone come. It don't need to cost that much money. That's just stupid. That's just my opinion. I don't know them. I don't know their pockets, but I can see he is stressing, which means they don't have the money. If they could afford that, he would not look stressed. Okay, that's the difference. Anyway, so we then see he has a friend. His friend who lives in Vegas is a celebrity like barber or whatever. So they're cool, they're friends or whatnot. So him and the friend wants to open up a barbershop, well, like a barbershop, a barbershop slash salon. Okay, it would be barbers on one side, hairstylists on the other side, like barbershop two, was it two or three, whichever one with Ice Cube and Latifah and Nicki Minaj and all them. That one thing, and I guess so and whatever, but he like we have this car rental business that we have. So when people come to Vegas, they can rent a car. They have 6 luxury vehicles that they rent out to people who come in town, which is that's smart. Because folks go to Vegas, they do want to ride around in cute little cars, okay? But he like they need more money. I can't pay for this new barbershop salon thing, plus have a $60,000 wedding, okay? And she don't know yet that he's like already partnered with said friend, and yeah, I can't pay for both. I can't pay for both. So we then see like a day or two later, then again discussing this wedding and whatever. And you're like, well, maybe we should hold off on the wedding, okay? Until after the barbershop beauty salon makes a profit, and we use the profit from the business to pay for the wedding. That's called smart. Okay. Y'all have only been married for 2 years. Why not wait and have a wedding at your 5-year anniversary? Which give you 3 years to build up a profit from the business. Okay. What is you doing? Yeah, it's always something that's before me and before the wedding. It was the shoe business, it's the credit business, it's the car rental business, it's the music business. Now I'm like, are y'all scamming? Because he when he first came out and they said, where the money come from? Oh, I be selling shoes. Oh, where the money come from? Oh, I repair credit. Oh, where the money come from? Oh, I rent cars. So it's illegal. I'm asking. I'm asking. I'm asking. Because they call them scammers, and I think that could be because she wants this extravagant wedding, and they can say, "Where the money coming from? Y'all gotta be scamming." I don't know. Anyway, they then go meet up with his business partner. Okay, and it was the business partner and his wife, who they're all in business or whatever, to look at this new barber shop, beauty salon that be together. And he did not like the location. He said it looked too small. It wasn't elegant enough. It didn't look fancy enough. I want to be really, top shelf, top notch extravaganza. I want the people to come and get VIP shit. Okay. And this just ain't it for me. But how much would it cost us to like get it going, like get the building, get it built out or whatever? Friends, at about 100K. Okay. We're gonna spend about 100K getting it built out to, and I'm like, first of all, the same now if it's 100K split in half and whatnot, I guess so. But again, I'm like, Do y'all have the money to do any of this stuff? Or is this just a part of a show where y'all want us to think y'all doing something? I don't know. Justine gets pissed because Michael is like agreeing with people saying, well, maybe the wedding can wait. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't afford the wedding and the business. Maybe use some money from the business to later on. I agree with that. Because he's not saying we can't have a wedding at all. He's saying, hey, we need to make this money to have the money to pay for the wedding that you want. You want an expensive wedding. And when he said, look, because she brought up, well, I don't want to take any of the wedding money to put toward the salon. He like, you bringing up wedding stuff at a business meeting. Why won't you do that? He's like, financially, the business will help us make money. The wedding is gonna cost us money. And I just think we just should want to make the money. And when the ladies say, well, maybe again, when the income starts coming in from the business, then do the wedding. It pissed us in off. I'm pissed. Fuck this shit. I don't want to do it. She gets up, child, she was up cussing, fussing, walking away. He like, this is a bit, which lets me know they not in business. Ain't no way y'all have a shoe business, a rental car business, a credit repair business, a music business, and while in a business meeting, your wife gets up, yelling, cussing, fussing because she wants a wedding y'all can afford. So somebody lying, okay? Now they out there fussing, cussing at each other. I said, girl, get your ass in the house. What are you? I get she wants a wedding. Y'all don't have the money. Okay. Letitia and Keith. Child thirsty. Keith has been getting out of jail for years. They were on two others. I think it was one was life during lockup, and I think one it was that one season is he was in jail. The then came back for another season, and he was supposed to be getting out of jail, but he still did not. And it was like a paralegal who was like scamming them for money, trying to say he can get out early, and that wasn't true. But she 39, no, she 38, 36. She's a entrepreneur. He's unemployed because he's fresh out of prison. He was in there for drug distribution. He was locked up for 11 years. Okay, they were pen pals. And she's like, I need a pen pal in prison. I ain't gonna fuck them. And then she married him. Okay, they have been together about a little over 4 years. They've been married for a little over 2 years. But again, he was in prison for 11. Again, he was in for 11 years. They have been dating for a little over 4 and married for a little over 2. Meaning he was in longer than they know each other. It's weird. He went in at 25. It's weird. Now she also has like 2 kids. The daughters are 16 and 7, and the 7-year-old looks at Keith as a daddy, but he ain't the daddy. Now he ain't like this. This not well allegedly. This is not like Andrea and Lamar, where Andrea fucked Lamar in prison and got pregnant, and didn't tell nobody until he came home and he found out. Oh, I'm the birth daddy. It was okay. So he ain't the daddy to the daughter and whatnot. So like he gets out of prison, okay, and they look cute, look up. Okay, he's handsome man, full, locks and all that stuff. Now she got arrested recently. I don't know for what. I'll discuss it next time. But she was in jail too. They've had a lot of drama. Okay. Now she brought up how she was arrested. She brought up on the show that she was arrested for theft because she owns a tax business. And at one point she wanted him to like be a manager or a boss. And I think, girl, you can't have that man was in jail for drugs. He can't be a part of the tax business. No ma'am. Okay. But a client like filed charges against her for theft, and that's still in court. But she was arrested recently for something else. I don't know for what. I have to talk about it next time. Anyway, she going to pick Keith up because of something. My man is home. I've been waiting so long for him. He's finally here. And she went and picked him up in a limo. She was in a limo, a stretch limo with that. And she had on like lingerie. I said, girl, why would you not put a dress on and take the dress off? Why would you not she was girl at the bus station, okay? At the bus station in heels, lingerie, and then a silk black robe. I said, girl, what did you do it? But I guess he like it. Anyway, and the fact that she went and got him and I said, girl, stress him out. But she wanted to fuck him before she picked him up from one state. They then had to take a bus to, because I think they're in Colorado. And they had to take a bus to Iowa. They live in Iowa. Um, and it's like an 18-hour ride or whatever. So she said, well, how about we take this stretch limo the whole ride? He said, no, no. I want to follow the rules of the prison. The prison told me to take a bus to the place. I am going to take the bus. So they took a couple hours, like riding around in the limo and doing it in the back seat. Okay. So, I was doing bad things before. Okay. And I missed out on so much. I've been gone 11 years. I miss him. My kids. He also has his own kids. I miss my kids growing up or whatever. I ain't never, ever, 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 ever going back. Not me. Not I. No, 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 no. Okay. He also brought up how he never thought about getting married or being with one woman before until he met her. But sir, you went to prison at like 24. So to me, you hadn't even really had time to live life. But he said, look, I just never had that idea before. And then I met her and we married now. And so I know it's gonna be a transition because I haven't lived with a woman in forever and ever, ever, ever. I'm ready for it though, because I love her and I care for her. Okay. We shall see. Okay. Again, they had sex and back in the limo. I said, girl, y'all was nasty. Just back there doing it, busting all over, girl. Well, yeah, he probably ain't pull out. But look, if my man was fresh out of prison, if we have enough time to do it in the back of a limo, we have time to go to the hotel. Don't bust me down in the back of a limo. No, we got at least, if we have an hour to do it in the back of a limo, we have 39 minutes to fuck at a hotel. And I don't care that I can't have a hotel for the whole day. I will pay the full day rate, okay, to bang in the bed and not be banging in the back of a limo. I'm just saying, I'm not child. Spend the extra money. Okay. Anyway, they take the bus to Iowa, and then they got there, child, and the whole family was outside. Okay, his daddy, his stepmama, his grandmama, and look, a whole family of people. Her kids were there as well. Again, the daughter who was not his daughter, but call him daddy. But now I'm kind of forget his daddy, the stepmama, the grandmama, the aunts, sisters, all the people. Okay, it was all so happy to see Keith. Oh, Keith is here. Great, 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 great. Okay, his daddy was like crying. I'm like, oh, that is so sweet. And it's so cute. No. But he had to go to a halfway house. He's going to a halfway house. He has to be there for around 3 months, 2 or 3 months, and whatever. So that was it. So cool, he home. Okay. Daddy's home. Anyway. Uh Brooke and JK. Now I remember them. Okay. And I'm like, do you know his teeth feel real loose? You know? Um, but they're both 32. Okay, she's a merchandiser. Maybe she a sales associate at the store, the Piggly Wiggly. Okay, he's unemployed. Okay, he was around there for manufacturing, delivering drugs. Okay, so they this is this is the most hillbilly ghetto shit. Okay, this is what when we say white ghetto-ness, this is what it is. Okay, how they talk to each other, how they communicate. I was like, girl, not I said the cat. Now he been out a month. Okay, he has been out a month. They are living at his mom's house in her living room on the floor on their blow up mattress. Okay. And they're in the living room doing it on the blow up mattress because why she wants to get pregnant by him. You girl, he don't even have his own bed. He don't have his own room. He's still on the ankle monitor. He ain't got no job. He then said, I want a job being an item mover, meaning you buy a truck. Can you buy a truck and then people pay you, hey, come and pick up the refrigerator. I need you to deliver a refrigerator to the town 2 towns over. I'll pay you. And on the way for the, you know what I'm saying? See, he can pick up stuff and deliver it here and there and get paid for it, okay? I said, I guess so. I don't know. But you can't afford a car. Okay? You can't afford a car. But the fact that they out here doing it, having sex, on a blow up mattress in that man's mama living room. The mom in her room, the mama can hear them fucking. Chella, I have never, to my knowledge, I take that back. One time, me and my ex was fooling around at the house, and my dad was in the basement. And I guess he heard the floor creaking, and he came in, and I was like, "Oh my god!" But luckily, I had my shorts on, and I quickly just shifted over and put my child. But my dad knew what was happening, but because I had clothes on, I could say I wasn't doing nothing. You heard us like I was moving around. Yeah, we wasn't doing it. You know what I'm saying, child. I'm sorry, Daddy. Anyway, but in my defense, I have never been a person like, okay, I'm gonna do it in their house, and I don't care if they hear me because I'm a grown. No, no, no. Anyway, but again, I'm not fucking no man on the floor. And get pregnant, you want a baby. Then said that uses some kind of lotion or ointments that helps get people pregnant. I said, girl, get out my fucking face. Y'all too broke to want to fuck for babies. Okay? It's just stupid shit. Anyway, so Brooke said, I don't even trust him because I caught him going to his ex house and whatnot, and I ain't like it. But you still fucking them on the floor. Okay? You fucking them on the floor on a blow up mattress who you don't trust and want a baby girl anyway. So she leave because she said, I gotta go to work. I'm gonna go. All right, baby. And she leave to go to work. His mama, like, look, I'm tired of hearing y'all fucking. Y'all don't know kids. You don't have no job. Kids are expensive. I'm saying you should be stable before trying to have kids. I'm like, look, even if he not stable, get your own room in the bed. Okay, you can't be on the baby living in your mama living room on a blow up mattress. Where the baby sleep? Ain't no room for the fucking baby. And don't forget, she has 2 kids somewhere else. Now again, she's staying there because right now he on tether. I'm just saying, okay. But JK said, I don't care, mama. I want a baby. I got goals and dreams. Okay. I want to achieve a lot. Okay. So can't nobody tell me, fine. Be the broke nigga white person on the floor of the living room with a mattress that blows up. Okay. So he then go with his cousin to look at the truck. Why? Because he wants to be a truck moving individual. The truck costs about 25K. He don't have no money. Okay. Now he ain't at a lot. He went to somebody's house in a car on the grass. And they want $25,000. But he say, I'm gonna get I don't have no money. I'm gonna try to get a line of credit. I said, from who? From who is gonna give a unemployed prison letter outer 25K? Anyway, he done. Okay. We do see his dad pop up or whatever. And he brought up how like the dad was gone when he was younger. The dad was a truck driver. So the dad was gone on the road making the monies. Okay. But he, like, I have resentment because he wasn't here. You know what I'm saying? And yes, he was out here working to make money, but he wasn't here for me. And I needed my daddy. Okay. Then when I went to prison, My mama was there for me, and my daddy was not. My daddy was not. He was not emotionally there for me, and I would write him or whatever about what I was going through, and he would kind of reply back and tell me about like what he had going on, and he didn't like help. I'm like, he may not know how to talk to you in prison. Okay, and the daddy like, I get why he's upset with me. I fully get it, you know. But I don't think the path he chose is my fault because I didn't tell him or treat him or have an example of him going out there in the streets and doing, selling drugs and getting high. Like that was what I told him. But he's better now. I love my son. I just hope he now makes better choices. But if he wasn't there, if you're not there, the streets will break your child. And so because you weren't, even though he was away working, he still was left as he feel without guidance of the father. Anyway, so we then see Brooke, okay, because Brooke told us she's going to work. Okay, she did says JK does not know my secret. Okay, I got a secret. What's the secret, JB? Brooke ain't got no job. Okay, he has no idea she don't work no more. Okay, she then brings up how JK sells plasma and he makes $100 per donation. How he only donates, I think, twice a week, and he gets paid between 80 to $100. He said that ain't no money. If you ain't got none, he got $100. He got more than you. Now, don't people donate plasma? I need my plasma. I think I need my plasma. But Britt go talk to her roommate Bonnie. Now Bonnie is JK's friend. Even though she live with Brooke, she is JK's friend. Okay. So Brooke tell JK friend Bonnie, who's her roommate, okay, look, I can't keep paying your after the rent because what? I lost my job. Okay. I got pissed when JK was at his ex house. I left work. Okay, I walked out, then I go back, I got fired. And he don't know my working. So you can't tell him this now, Brooke. Keep it Bonnie, don't tell him, Bonnie. Keep it a secret. Cause we cool. We roommates. Okay. Child, the moment Brooke left, Bonnie text JK. Get here now. Okay. JK pulls up and he like, what's up? What's going on? Brooke was just here. He was like, Brooke at work. No, she not. Brooke at fire. I was like, girl, not you snitch instantly. Because again, Brooke been on JK, she's going to work. And she ain't even going to work. So when Bonnie say she got fired, she got a job, he's upset. Okay. He comes to the house. She didn't cook some natty ass hamburger meat or whatever. And he came with food. You not gonna eat what I cooked? He was like, no. So you gonna eat what you brought? He was like, yep, I don't want what you cooked. But I cooked. I know you cooked, but I don't want that food. Okay. And so she's like, what's your problem? What's wrong with you? It was like nothing. So how was your day? It was fine, just work. He's all, you know what I'm saying? I stopped by Bonnie's job. He's, oh, you by Bonnie's job? He said, yeah. He said, I talked to Bonnie today. Okay. So you not gonna tell me you lost your job? I said, girl, now Bonnie snitched and now she look dumb. His mom like, oh, you lied about it because she told, yeah, I was at work. I was working merchandising, and so the mom like, you can't be lying. He said that you can't, that ain't gonna work. Okay, he's pissed. Okay, he's pissed because not he's because he like you lie. It was the point you lying. Okay, he's upset. You lied. My ex was lying. You're lying ass bitch. I'm like, what? What is going on? So he outside fussing with her because he said, you've had 8 jobs in the last year. Okay. You've never been on a job longer than a month. The whole time I was in prison. I was like, look. Now she said, but she said, but you don't have a job at all. So what if I had 8 of them? You ain't got one. He said, bitch. He said, bitch, I'm waiting to get a job, okay? But you can't keep one. I said, now what the fuck? Again, he lives at his mama house in living room. on a blow up mattress. He had no job. Now she fucking him, so she just bad. Okay, but again, in my opinion, her having 8 jobs in 1 year, that is crazy. That is a lot. I've been on my job for 10 years. Most people I know have been at their job for a long time because you want stability. Okay. My mom has been at her job since I was a kid. I mean, since I was at least child 5. So she's been there. She about to retire actually. And my sister, you know what I'm saying, has been in her place since DJ was born. So we are, you know what I'm saying, we have nice jobs. I'm like, to have 8 jobs in 1 year, it do mean you don't be there for more than a month. I'm like, child, where's she working at? All the restaurants, the Piggly Wigglies, the Walmarts, the Quickie Mart, girl, what is going on? Okay. And with him saying, bitch, I'm waiting to get a job. Okay. You can't keep one. You lied and shit. Get the fuck out of my house, bitch. I said, why she's on me bitches? And they're just, girl, toxic shit. I was like, no, dick can't be that good. Okay, not mattress dick, girl. Anyway, lastly, Demondrick, Jawalia, and Quiana. Child, a mess of sister wives and husbands. Okay, look, y'all like the video? Like the video. I needed some water. Lastly, we have Jawalia again. Demondrick. Is it Jawalia? I think it's Jawalia and Quiana. The sister wives. Okay, Quiana 28, a hairstylist. Demondrick 31. What's a warehouse worker? Which I would say I can't see it. He is warehouse worker, and then he was in jail for a firearm under felony indictment. She's a food service worker. She's 29. He has a couple kids with Jawalia. He cheated on Quiana with Jawalia and had the last baby. Jawalia has 2 kids that's not his, and it's a trifecta of sister wives because he fucked with both of them. Can't nobody tell me different. Okay, not today, not ever. And the bad part is neither woman wants to like back away. Now one, I hate Joelle's wig. I don't know who put down her girl. The wig looked bad. Her glasses is crooked. And I'm like, girl, you can't see right? You see? Your glasses is crooked, girl. I'm like, one is up like that. Okay. And so between her crooked glasses, it's a bad, and I don't know if it was a last minute confession or she had time to get a real hair done. That's a bad wig. And not in a good way. I also don't like Quiana's wig. Okay. The edges look too crunchy. I don't like crunchy edges. Okay. But he has been out of prison for 4 months. Okay. He has lived at his dad's house his whole time. He's moving out of their house and he's moving into Quiana's house. Okay. Now, it had been a lot of back and forth between Quiana and Jawalia. Okay. But he said, I'm going to commit to Quiana. Okay. Because she made me want to be better. I know I've been back. To me, he's fucking them both. To me, he has absolutely had sex with both Quiana at one point and Jawalia since he's been home. Okay, he probably knocked her glasses sideways. Okay, I'm just saying. So, he's living with Quiana, her 2 kids. Now, Quiana has 2 kids that are a 7-year-old son and a 5-year-old daughter. They're not his. Okay. And I said, girl, okay. Jawalia said, I want to focus on being a good mom. Okay. I can't sit around and be upset and be sad about him not wanting to be with me. Even though he still be wanting to be with me, okay? I can't care about that, okay? He's always been a whore in these streets. So I don't feel like he's really committed to Quiana because he's always been child laying pipe. He is community dick. That's really what it is. Like, ain't no if and community penis. Pass it around, okay? So Joanna brings up how, you know what I'm saying, he played games with me, okay? He was that he missed me, and we seen texts that Quiana seen as well that made them kind of have a little fight to show he do be flirting with, messing with Joanna, okay? Because that's it's been mama. Anyway, she's like, so he be like he be messing with me. I'm saying he be playing games with my heart. Okay, I guess it's the pussy. It gotta be the coochie. He want my coochie. Girl, stop giving it to him. But I digress. Okay. So I don't know why Kiana has an issue with me because he's messing with other girls. So it can't. It's not just me. He's always messed with different people. So I don't know why she has a hard one for me. Probably because you're the one who is around. Now back at the house, the monitor tell Kiana, yeah, I'm gonna go to the house. My son birthday coming up or whatever. We had to discuss the plan. Call her. It is nighttime. Why are you going over her house at nighttime? No, you can go in the daytime anyway. So he then Demondrick tell Kiana, Julia does not. Your kids can come to my son party, but she don't want you at the party. What? Well, I ain't going nowhere. I'm in your life, okay? I am the love of your life, okay? Is this gonna be issue every year? He like, no, like it's a work in progress, like for right now, because we working shit out, you know what I'm saying? For right now, she don't want you there. But she said the kids can come and my son do want to see your kids. So, can we just have that be but she's upset. This is some bullshit. I ain't going for what? For what? Girl, calm down. I'm be over there. I'll see you later. So he didn't got up, got some pizza, some food for the kids and Joanna, whatever, and they talk. Like she like, why you worried about your girlfriend? Like for what? Okay. This is about my son. Okay. Fuck her. Fuck you. And plus, why would I want her on my kids? Okay. She went around here and posted my nude, well, not news. She posted my sexy lingerie pictures on Facebook because she went through your phone and found them and she posted me and that was wrong. And now what if I do that shit to her? And I'm saying, what if I post shit that she don't want to see? Okay, what about that? Now he like, look, man, the women get upset and do shit out of reaction, saying, I ain't saying this right. I'm saying you done stuff too, and saying this don't do things you don't think you can. She like, nah. She went through your phone, found my pictures, posted this shit on social media, and it was her like in lingerie. I think I never may have been showing. I'm not sure. But her point was, why would I want her at my kid's party? Look what she's already posted me and was disrespectful to me. Fuck that hoe. Okay. Sure her kids can come, but she can't. I don't want and I agree. I fully agree. I don't want her at my house. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Not today, not now. Because it's about my son. And if she there, it's gonna be about me, her, and I don't want that. Okay. And when he said, you gotta respect, she said, fuck that. She said, I ain't gotta respect shit. I don't have to respect nothing about your girlfriend okay, at all. Now, when I go out here and I show her what you just sent me, is that cool? Because she like, he sent me stuff. She posted my, line, my sexy pictures I sent him. Why did she not post what he has sent me? Said what he sent you, girl. Post it. What I said, okay? So the following day, she like, what time did you get home? I said, girl, you wasn't woke? He said he got back at midnight. I said, midnight? For what? Demondrick is fucking Jawalia. Because to me, there's no reason for you to be at your kids asleep. What you over there for? Okay. He said, look, I talked to her. She still don't want you at the party. Okay, I tried to fight for you, I did, but I can't fuss with your way like that. I can't. It's look, it ain't about you or her. It's about my son. Okay, but I'm the love of your life. That ain't fair. You know what I'm saying? I should be allowed to girl. Shut up. I get it. Like right now, he fucking you, he fucking her. Y'all at odds. You don't need to be at their son's party this year at all. And if your kid have a party, she should not be at your kid party. Her kids can come, child. Okay. And when he said, "Look, this ain't about neither one of y'all. Okay, this is about my son. I've been gone for these years, and my son just want to party. He want your kids to be there, whatever. I'm gonna get what he want. I don't have time for y'all bullshit. Okay, first of all, sir, you created it by fucking them both. Okay, he like I just don't have time. Y'all made it about y'all. It's not about y'all. Okay, I want to blend both families or whatever, but it's not gonna be, quick. Y'all up here beefing over petty bullshit. It ain't petty. It ain't old to me. I say show ain't. It's show ain't. But again, they make up, they fuck, in my opinion. Okay. And we then see her, we see Quiana drop beyond Demondre off at work. And then she goes to work. She's a hairstylist. Now, she at work, I love him. I trust him. He's faithful to me. He not fucking with her. And her two co-worker, like, girl, don't be dumb. Like, I think you're being stupid. I think you're being a little bit naive. Like, I don't, no, he ain't doing this. He ain't doing that. What you think? Mm-mm, mm-mm. Okay. We then see Joelle at home. No, she was at someone's house. She does makeup. And she's like, I had a hard life. Like my dad was in prison most of my life. My mom was always at work, so my grandmama raised me. And so, and then when he went to prison, I was in a single mom, and so life got harder. So I want to create a business so that way, me and my family, like we don't have to, like we can just relax, we can rest. For the most part, we all been just like working, working, working. I want to give a little breath of fresh air if I can create this business. And she has like her own makeup line. And that's smart. She came on the show. She doing somebody's makeup. She showing her little palette of makeup thing. Yes, promote your shit, girl. Do that, okay? Because you want to now get a better wig and the glasses get the glasses leveled, okay? But I love her saying I had a hard life. You know what I'm saying? And maybe my wig messed up and my glasses is sideways because I had a hard life. I have these kids, he ain't around here. My daddy, you know what I'm saying? So I fully get it. And I like her trying to say, I want to do better. I want to be better. I want to have something for my whole family. You know what I'm saying? And that's my kind. I said, girl, you better do it. And I'm saying, Stan said, he's still fucking me. They said, when was the last time you and the mother had sex? She said, whenever I want to. Okay, I can get a dick whenever I want. I absolutely believe her. She may not get it every time she see him, but if she wanted, I absolutely believe he fuck her. I do. I just do. Now, when she say, she ought to call me desperate, but again, he keep fucking with me. It's been 7 years of him coming back to fuck with me. I'm not the desperate one. I'm not going after him. He comes to me, and I'm like, girl. I mean, you still stupid, but she ain't lying. He banging them both. And when Kiana's at work, she gets a phone call that she did like panics, takes her mic off, and she runs to the bathroom. I'm like, what happened? I feel like Willa said she deserves this. I feel like Joella probably posted something that he sent or did. Maybe she posted they fuck. I don't know. Okay. But I said, girl, y'all listen, sister wives. Sister wives. Anyway, that was episodes 11 and 12. Again, I have to watch episode 13. Episode 14 aired this Friday. So I'm really gonna give y'all episode 13 one of this week, and then I'll give y'all. I'll figure it out. Okay, I gotta figure it out. But again, I wanted to push this out right now. Figure out for Tuesday. Okay, so don't y'all forget to like the video. Okay, do it, like the video, and subscribe. Okay, like and subscribe. You can follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. I gotta go. Look, stop marrying prison addicts because everyone is tripping in one way or the other. Anyway, I gotta go. Bye.